everybody. Good to see some people actually in for the start of the stream. Let me put up some music real quick and get onto the proper main scene. For tonight, I've got a pretty big bag of hardware lined up to see if what is working and what we can get working for the evening. I've got a giant box full of AGP cards. Let me hold them up to the cam a bit there. All different kinds of AGP cards. I've got ATI cards, I've got Matrox cards, some GeForce 2 cards. What else is there? Probably some diamonds, some maybe a Riva TNT card. I'm actually not quite sure what's in there. Some S3 cards probably. I've been hoarding so many cards that we'll go and see what all is there. So I'll need to be do a proper inventory of the cards and to see which ones are working. For that, I have lined up a little test bench system, as you can see over here. A Soyo motherboard with a Pentium 2 350, but it's not running at 350, and I will show you in a bit. Let me move the box out of the way and fire up the system, and let me show you what I mean. Fire up the capture device and put you up to the VGA scene and hope the system fires on. It does not. Why does it not? That's interesting. Well, now, for some reason, it does not feel like turning on this time. I had it tested yesterday, it worked just fine, and now it stops running. Good stuff. Well, starting off with a bit of troubleshooting right away, I guess. The power bank is working. Let's try the easiest thing first. Let's try the power supply. I should have a different one handy somewhere. Cables are pretty intermingled, but sure. Oh, shut up. This never happens with old hardware. Everything was working before just fine. And now, of course, when I need it to work, it just stops working. Good stuff. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Tommy here is one of my students. So, yeah, I better put on a proper show for him, right? So let's see if this other power supply feels like working. There we go. No trouble at all. Now hope the capture device starts working as well. Video format not supported. That's fun stuff. It should work just fine, but of course, when it doesn't, it doesn't. This means we've got to connect to the capture of the VGA converter. hook into there and see if we can get that one proper working. Apparently my diagnostics card has some issues with being in the BIOS. As you can see, it's going pretty haywire. Let's see if we can get a proper video signal. Well, fun stuff. Let's try all the settings. Well, that is something at least. You can at least see what I'm doing. Good. We've got a working system. We've got some video. Yeah, the interesting thing about this board and this CPU combined is that this board does not support 100 MHz frontside bus, and the CPU requires that to run at its full speed, but it only goes, let me show you, well, was it again? Up to 66. No, it goes up to 83. And the CPU ratio, even though I can change it here, is fixed to 3.5. It is. It doesn't have an unlocked multiplier, the CPU. But for proper testing, the AGP cards will need to set the frequency, the frontside bus, to 66 MHz, or we can get some issues with AGP, because the AGP cards expect 66 MHz for the cards to work proper. Right. What will we be doing? We will be putting in all the cards one by one and see which one work, which ones won't. Because AGP is a pretty interesting format, or actually multiple formats. You have all kinds of AGP cards. You have AGP 1x, 2x, 4x and 8x, which pretty much determines the speed of the bus or the amount of lanes that are being used. The motherboard also has to support them, and there's different voltages for AGP cards. You have the oldest AGP cards are 3.3 volts. There's 1.5 volts in the middle somewhere, and the latest AGP cards are 0.8 volts as far as I can tell, as far as I can remember. But those are the really heavier ones, like the Radeon 9800 Pro and stuff like that. And these cards also, let me show you real quick, have different keying. As you can see, this is an ATI Rage 2, as it says on the chip. Rage 2C actually. And you can see there's a notch in the connector. And this is the older 3.3 volt connector, which has the notch in the front. But there's also cards. Let me see if I can find one of those. Should be one in here, I think. Of course, when I need one, I can't find it. We'll find it eventually. That doesn't matter. But there's also there's a universal cards, like this one. They have two notches, so they fit in both kind of cards. Yeah, and AGP cards often also have a lock device, yeah, which is dangerous, as Strider mentioned. But yeah, those keyings are pretty important, and most of the times they won't even fit in the wrong keying. But that is mainly for 3.3 volts and 0.8 volts. The 0.8 volts cards also always have the notch on the other end, and there's these universal cards which have both notches. And these these cards with the notch at the front are all 3.3 volt cards. So they should at least work. This motherboard has a 3.3 volt slot, so they should at least run all the 3.3 volt cards. And yeah, most of them should work, but you can't fit a 0.8 volt card in a 3.3 volt slot, and that's a good thing, I think, because you would probably toast it if you did. But yeah, what I want to do is just plug in the cards, see if they run, and after that, let me show you. As you can see, the CPU is now running at 233 MHz instead of 350. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's see if we get the other. Yeah, there we go. Nice. More stuff. Oh, great. I think the BIOS got reset altogether. Maybe the battery was dead or something. Because now it... Yeah, but it's actually a 350. Was I too late? Yes, I was. There we go. Let's do some... Oh. I'm still an idiot, but we can fix that. Stuff like this. Let's turn it off for now, because I forgot something. Tell me if you know what this is. It's a converter for a power connector. Yes, and this CF adapter I'm using has a floppy connector. There, right there. And it does not appear to be connected because my old... Oh wait, this one actually has a floppy connector. The other power supply had one which was connected, and this one is not connected. And now it is, so we should have a disk drive right now as well. Belgian cables? Why are you calling them Belgian cables? Because they're not connected? You're calling me a Belgian? Let's see if we can find the... Yes, there we go. Colors. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Good, good, good. So now we have a disk drive as well. I was pretty happy with this capture device, but it is not being friendly at the moment. Which is annoying. Right. That's not what I want to see. Please just work for me now. Yeah, there we go. under scan or over scan going on. We should be able to move it. But no, there's nothing there to actually see. Which is weird. Let me try another resolution real quick. Yeah, it's probably a bit before your age, before your time there, Thomas. But it is very interesting. It can be very interesting if it's working. Let's just leave it like this. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on that gives us some errors, because this is just a couple of flash cards I use for a machine which has everything installed, like a Platinum 16 sound card and a CD-ROM drive and a mouse. We're not using that right now. All I'm doing is going into my bench folder and go into NSSI and run NSSI, Navratil Software System Information, which gives us a lot of information about the system, which is very helpful to identify the video card, at least. I have this Google Docs standing by, so I can at least inventory everything properly. So we have a matrix. Doesn't quite know what matrix it is, but maybe if we go to the details, the video details, it can find out something more. There we go. It is a matrix Millennium G200. G200. There's 8 megabytes of memory. It's an AGP 2x connection, and it does post. Yeah, there should be several matrix cards coming by. I'm trying to see if I can get the info. Now I will probably post it later, the document I'm actually making. So that's number 1. So let's try another one, shall we? Let's remove this one. Put up a sticker. Actually number it, so we can find them again. One down, a zillion to go. Let's try this ATI range to see what happens, if anything at all. That does not sound like something happening. Did you hear that? Let's try. Let's put the mic a little closer this time. That is definitely a VGA initialization error code, so let's put this one aside for now. Yeah, beeps generally when you use these your old machines, a singular beep is good, but more than one beep is not what you want to hear. So number 2 does not post. I know what it is. We'll test that later in another system. Because as I said, these AGP slots are very finicky. Let's go for this one. An ASUS A7000. Another ATI Radeon. It's a Radeon. Doesn't say what kind of Radeon. We'll figure it out, hopefully. Or not. If we don't, we'll see. Let's fire this one up and see if we get better beepings. That's a singular beep, which is good. And we get a post screen. So yay. Let's see what it actually is, man. Right one. Yeah, if it can find the graphics card ATI SVGA. Yeah, I got that far. Has 64 megabytes of memory, which is a long way from the other one. Let's go for the details, video details. Radeon VE. It's AGP 2X as well. So yay, that's number 2 running. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Mr. Meatloaf said, right? So yeah, this is probably going to be the contents of the stream, mostly. Me pulling out cards, putting in new cards and stickering them, maybe cussing a bit here and there if cards don't work. But yeah, most of these cards I want to sell eventually. I don't think this one will work, but let's give it a shot anyway. It's a bit more modern card. It is a GeForce FX 5200 HP 8X 128 megabyte, but I don't think this motherboard can supply the power this one needs. But we shall see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Same beeping sounds, which tells me there is probably some issue with either AGP compatibility or power delivery. That's no biggie. We'll try it in another board eventually. I'll label it just in case. So if there's time after this, I might actually quickly put together a Pentium 3 test board. So I'll have a bit more powerful board to test stuff with. Here's another ATI card, ATI Rage 128. Gotta remember to keep switching scenes. I was showing it to the cam. This one is a VGA and a S-video, these yellow ports for, I think. or just a composite video out. Let's fire it up and see what happens. Proper beep. Well, it was a proper beep, but we don't get any video out, so that's interesting. The system appears to be running in the background, but we don't get any signal. So that's fun. Let's try it one more time. Nope, not happening. And it might actually mean something different with this card, since it is doing a singular beep. I'll see you, Shredder. Thanks for being here. But there's no signal coming out of it, so we'll test that one later as well. Label it. Right, on to the next. A GeForce 2MX, which could also be a power delivery issue. Also have a power delivery issue on this board, but we shall see. I'm just going to try them all at first on this one. And when nothing happens, we'll try it on another one. Well, what do you know? Unexpected, but good. Whoops. I was switching scenes there apparently. Let's see what this can tell me. NVIDIA SVGA is new as much. GeForce 2MX 400 unknown or no name. Okay. We do know it has this HP 4X. 32 megabytes of RAM, VRAM. It does post. I don't think it has had a specific brand, so see that one and pull it out. So fun stuff. This is a really interesting tool. There's also another tool which we can use, but it doesn't provide as much information as we want. And I think we actually had an issue with this one. Oh no. Let's do a complete test, shall we? No, we don't need a test for a joystick. Dr. Hardware should provide pretty much the same information. Graphics adapter. Yeah. Doesn't even tell me what AGP connector it's running on. Let's not do that, shall we? Oops. Let's shut you down and go for the rest. The next one. This is indeed just a regular NVIDIA brand card. There's no other brand on there. This was number 6 already. Let's label it. Properly. So 3 out of 6 are working so far. So yeah, could be better, could be worse. Well, this one is a diamond card, and it says it is a Speedstar. I'm not quite sure what kind of chip is on the Diamond Speedstar, but we'll find out, hopefully. There's also a, well, what? The clips for the memory slots were in the way. There's also a universal AGP card. Yeah. This stuff I hear my monitor turn on when the card is working, so I hear it just before you guys do. I think I noticed something interesting. When we were running the GeForce, the memory test was going a lot slower, so it might have been that the card was drawing so much power that the rest of the system got a little less. Not sure. It felt like it was slower. Let's see what this one can identify. Diamond SVGA 16 megabytes. Yes. What is it? S3 Savage 4. Speedstar A90. 16 megabytes, AGP 4 times 4x. Good stuff, good stuff. I don't really know enough about all these cards to tell you anything interesting about them. I could look it up in between, but that would cost me so much time, which I'd rather spend on testing these cards. So when we end up having some time left, I might actually look into them. Okay, next up, another Matrix card. Sure thing, see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here, and good night. But this one is a one of the first cards, I think, that actually provided proper dual monitor support. It's a Matrix dual head. G45, not quite sure what it means, what it actually is, what kind of type of chip is on there, but we'll see if our system can find out. And eventually I would like to see if it works, if both of them, or we can actually hook up 2 monitors to it, and what supports it, if it's just Windows that supports it, or if DOS supports it as well. Well, I think I hooked it up to VGA port number 2 instead of number 1. Yeah, there we go. I should have read what examples on there. What are you stuck on this time? Maybe it didn't like doing that. It doesn't even want to go off, turn off. Okay, that's interesting. I had to do a hard shutdown there because my soft power off button didn't work. Let's try that again. See if it passes the memory post this time. Yeah, it looks better. Not sure why it froze there, but you know, old hardware. What can you say? Should really make a batch command for this at the root. Keeps beeping because my system time is not correct. We have a Matrox Millennium G 450 dual heads, which is exactly what it meant with the two VGA ports. So yeah, it doesn't by default put out anything on the second port. I think it will need Windows drivers for that. 60 megs, AGP 2X. Another one working good. So let's label this one as number 8. Which is our 5th working card, so we are running over 50% now. Next one, you can just throw a spanner in the works again. It's a ASUS V7100. Is it the same one as the earlier one? I thought it was a that's an A7000. This is a V7100. Which does not tell me anything. So let's see what it is. If it is doing anything. We have a picture. And we wait once again for this booting up. It's not really something I can make any faster. Well, you know what? Let's do something. We don't need you. We don't need you. Maybe that makes it a little faster. We don't need you. We don't need you. Good old config This is an auto exit that. What do we have? Another GeForce 2MX 400, pretty much the same as the earlier one, which was just a NVIDIA brand one. This one is in ASUS. V7100. 32 megabytes, AGP 4X, and proper posting. Good. Getting really positive results so far. So that is good stuff. This is number 9. And it is the 6th working card we have so far. Let's see what we have here. This is another GeForce 2MX. Now, let's do something different first. This one is a bit older. It's another NVIDIA card. Yo, Raz, no worries, mate. Good to see you. It's an NVIDIA Vanta 16, which should be a Riva card. Riva is CPU or chipset, which was a attempt of NVIDIA to conquer the 3D market. Most well-known chipsets from them at the time were the Riva TNT 2 and TNT 2 Ultra, which were actually pretty decent chipsets. And really the predecessors to the GeForce cards. Broken video format once again. Screw you. Shut down the GPSC real quick. I should put some batteries in the remote. There we go. Okay. So, as you can see, it's a TNT2, but it's a TNT2 Vanta, which was the budget variant of the TNT2 cards. It's just an NVIDIA card. Vanta. 16 megabytes. AGP 4X as well. Good stuff. This is also, as you can see, actually a low profile card. The bracket is a short one. So yeah, those were also things back in those days. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. This one, actually, as you can see, has the notch at the back side, so this one physically won't even fit. This is also one of the latest AGP cards I have, I think. This is the GeForce 6600 GT from Club 3D. Club 3D was a Dutch brand which made... that's why the sticky tape is there. Okay, a Dutch brand which made video cards back in the day, and they've stopped making video cards and are now only make cables, as far as I know. But yeah, this one has to be put on the side for a bit. Let's go and grab this one. which is another GeForce FX 5200, but let's see if it works. I think the other one didn't work, right? It's probably an AGP 8X card, which, well, the system has some trouble running. We'll hear it soon enough. Or not at all. No. Okay. It's not happening. How are you doing, Raz? Feeling better? I can't get it to shut down. It's frozen somewhere. Rough, yeah. Still feeling under the weather. Are you? So this card number 11 will have to be tested later. Shame, buddy. Hope you feel better soon, man. Right, let's go for another Matrox card, shall we? It says right there, Matrox MGA. It's a G100. See what it does. Fine, fine. The muscle ache is a bit lessening, so feeling better, yeah. Well, this one is also telling me it is working, but it's not giving me any video, just like the earlier one. That's annoying. Could be anything, really. Could be the VGA connector is broken, or something on the card itself is actually not working out. But yeah, I felt like doing a little stream, so there was this whole bunch of hardware I had to get tested. Might as well do that on stream if people feel like watching that. Let's grab something which I also don't know what it is. Oh wait, it tells it right on the card there. It's an focus please, S3 Savage 4 Extreme. So this one should be very extreme. Let's see how extreme it is. If it is extreme enough to work, which will be fine. Have fun. Most welcome. Because the not working pile is growing. Screen is turning on. But oh, there we go. I was saying nothing is showing, but something is showing. So yeah, we're up to card 13. You know what? Let's go make that shortcut. There we go. That's a bit quicker. S3 Savage 4, as we knew, but we're not sure what kind of card it is actually. $32 megabytes, AGP 4X. You can see it also shows the BIOS date for the videos. This one is actually pretty for the video card. It's a late 90s one, 99. I should have noted that before, so we could write all that down. But yeah, number 13 is also working. Good stuff. I think we're halfway through. It's another Diamond Speedstar. It's a bit rusty, as you can see. If rust spots on the bracket, so we'll see if it works. Shouldn't have to mean anything if it's only the bracket, but okay. Occasionally the beep takes a little longer. It already turns on early, but those cards have their own BIOS that has to be run first, like this one. So I hear the screen turn on, I see the card BIOS display. You guys didn't, because the USC is acting up again, and after that it goes to the normal post process. Come on. There we go. We have a Diamond Speedstar, which is another S3 Savage 4. Oh, we had one of those already. The exact same card. So AGP 4X, yeah. But working nonetheless, so working cards make me happy, because I can either use them in a system or I can sell them and then buy more stuff. I'm guessing this is another one of the same cards. This one, sorry. Looks identical to the other one, so let's see if it runs identical. That is not a good sound. Just copy all the details, but it does not feel like booting. Let's give it one more go. The system doesn't want to boot at all. Let's pull the power real quick. That's not going to happen. Beeps are bad. Multiple beeps at least. I prefer a singular beep. You go on the no pile. But that's okay. We just had one working. Let's see. Something else altogether. An SIS 6326 AGP card. 8 megabyte card. I'm not sure what else it is about. I don't think it's a 3D card proper. Let's see if it works at all. Listen to the beeps. Nope, it's not happening. So yeah, that is also a shame. Number 16. But as I said, since AGP is so finicky and troublesome in its compatibility, it might just be a compatibility issue with this board or this chipset. So we'll maybe, if we have time, we'll put them in another system. Let's try another GeForce 2 MX400 card. There's one over here. Come on, focus. With a nice holographic little image sticker on there. We are up to card 16. There we go. I heard the screen turn on. It's a good thing. Meaning there's VGA signal coming through. You do any gaming today, Raz? Or was it all just chores? Oh, apparently my battery failed me. It's okay. But it's interesting that the battery just kicked the bucket. It's not really troublesome, but it would be annoying if I had to replace it now. This GBSC thing is really starting to bother me. See what we have here. Yeah, the GeForce 2 MX. Another NVIDIA card. 32 mega 64. This one is a 64 card. Okay. Good stuff. More memory is more better, I guess. This is really putting a strain on this test system, but that's okay. It's what I made it for. Not really components I want to use in any other way, so they will serve their purpose just fine. Let me put you guys over there. What else have we got? This is an Radeon something or other. RV100 it says, but I'm not sure what the RV100 is. Let's see if we can find out. If it wants to cooperate. Oh, we actually had one RV100 already. It was the Asus A7000. Good. I realized I didn't even change my stream title. Let's do that real quick. I'm an idiot, but okay. There we go. Card 17 Sapphire. Okay, it's a Sapphire card. Radeon VE, which is actually an RV100 chip with 64 megabytes on AGP 2X. I'm starting a memory farm here. Shame these are all SDRAM chips. Not really useful in today's market. See, this was number 17. What have we here? Another bigger card. It's not telling me anything, really. There's nothing on the card that identifies it. Let's hope the NSSI can identify it for us. It's booting, so that's a good thing. Card number 18. So far, there's more cards working than not working, which is a good situation. Because that means, hopefully, more money for me. It's an Intel i7-40. Wow, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen one of those in my hands before. It's a 98 chip. 8 megabytes for 98 is relatively low. Let me look up what I can find. i7-40. Intel i7-40, the almost revolutionary GPU. fascinating what-if moments in PC graphics history. It was a direct 3D card, and it had a feature called AGP texturing, which was something built around the concept that the GPU shouldn't need much local VRAM. It could stream textures directly from system RAM. So most cards back then actually relied heavily on onboard memory, but Intel was just like, let's do the system RAM instead of the VRAM on the graphics cards. But it turned out to be not that useful because system RAM latency was too high and AGP bandwidth wasn't fast enough. So it was a very low performing card versus the regular high VRAM cards. It is a very interesting card historically, so I guess we'll keep our hands on it. It's a nice collector thingy, so we'll keep it. We will not be selling this one. Fun stuff. If I had more time, I'd be doing this for every chipset or chip we ran into, but it's just a Sunday evening and a work day tomorrow, so I won't be spending all that much time. This is another GeForce MX 440 GeForce 4. Oh, this is a GeForce 4, not a GeForce 2, so this might actually not run because of the power supply situation. But let's see what happens. It is a fan on board. Yeah, that was what I was afraid of. The beeps of no boot. The beeps of no power. But that's okay. It's an XFX card, actually. So that was card number 19. We are nearing the end of our crate. This one is another ATI Rage, a Rage Pro Turbo. Oh, you need a cam for that. A Rage Pro Turbo. Anything interesting on there? Not really. All kinds of compliancy stuff. And serial numbers, FCC numbers. Not all that interesting to me. What happens now is more interesting. Well, that was not interesting. Card number 20 is also not booting. Okay. Standings so far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards out of 20 that are not booting so far, which is fine because several of them will probably boot on another system. So let's keep on going, shall we? We have, not sure what it is, an NV, which, see over there, it says NV, it's probably an NVIDIA card of some sort. We'll see. What it is, if it boots. Listening for the beeps. Yeah. I didn't hear the screen turn on, so I was afraid of that. Another. No. Go. Really makes me want to put together the other system real quick in a bit. Should be quite quick to realize. If I can find all the parts. Oh, there went the pile of broken cards, or broken, not booting at least. Let's try another NVIDIA. This is the GeForce 2 GTS, probably the fastest GeForce 2, I think. See what happens. I know this one actually boots, but I'm not sure if it boots on this system. There's our answer. It does not. A shame, but I have seen this card working before, so I'm not really scared that it's actually broken. Yeah. I guess that's what it appears to stand for. If you are not going to work anyway. This one is another ATI card. No video for you, yeah. Another ATI card. Not sure what it is. We'll see if we can figure it out. Finally, something positive again. Card number 22. What is the time? It is 12. Oh, 12, not 12. 20 to 12. Should be getting a signal anytime soon. It is an ATI Rage 128 Pro 4X. So 32 megabytes. And it's HP 4X. Why? It's actually a card from 2001, or at least the video BIOS is 2001. Yeah, what card are you running again, Raz? Oh boy, there went some of the working cards. Decided to go. I shouldn't stack them up like that, but I had to put them somewhere. Now we have a couple of cards which I am pretty sure will not work, but we'll try them anyway. Yeah, thought as much. This one. Most of the time the ones with actual cooler on them require more power. This is a point of view GeForce FX 5700. It physically fits in the slot, but I'm pretty sure it does not get the power it desires. Yeah, exactly. number 23. But it's okay, I was expecting that. Oh boy, that is a lot of people. Fraz! Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for the raid, mate. We were just doing boring stuff. Well, not for me, but probably for a lot of people. I will have a lot of old video cards that I'm testing. What's up, buddies? What were you doing, Fraz? Oh, you're probably doing some Rayman stuff, right? Well, not necessarily unexpected struggles, but struggles nonetheless, yeah? I think you just pretty much quintupled my viewers. Maybe even more. So, thanks for that. How was Raymond treating you? Or were you playing God of War? I don't think I have a shoutout command just yet, so we'll need to do that some other way. Oh, nice. Ball expert, eh? Yeah, good. Always good to play with your balls on stream, right? So yeah, we are in the process of, and almost finished actually, with a big box of AGP cards. We are all cards from, well, the 90s mostly. Just like this one. A nice point of view video card. And trying to see if we can get them working and figure out what cards they actually are, because I've been gathering a lot of these cards lately. And yeah, I'm not sure if any of them work, what cards they actually are, because not all of them tell me from the outside. Night Dweller, sleep well, mate. Good night. Good night. I'm not quite sure about the soldering yet. We're going to need another test system, that's for sure, because this one is a older system, Pentium 2 system, which doesn't supply enough power to most of the cards, or most of the cards that are not working, which I'm pretty sure will work in another system. So if we have time left, I'm not sure how long I can go on, because, well, tomorrow is just another work day. If we have time left, I can probably put together another system real quick that should provide the power we need. But yeah, this one was not working. So let's label it and move on. This was card number 23. I'm pretty sure this one will be working. It's another Matrix card. You can see it on the chip there. Matrix MGA. And I've told the people that were here before about the interesting facts about the AGP slot and slot types. There's several different ones. You have 1x, 2x, 4x and 8x. And there's also different voltages for the AGP cards, so not all cards work in every slot. There's also physical incompatibilities, like where the notches are on the cards. As you can see, this one has 2 notches in the center. This is a universal card. But this one only has a single notch near the front, and there's also cards with a notch near the back side. So they don't all fit in the same slots. But let's see and if we can get this one running. Listen with me. If there's a singular beep, we should be golden. If there's more than one beep, we are in trouble. Or at least the card is not working in this system. That is a singular beep, which is good, but I'm not getting any picture, so it's still not good. That can mean several things. I think it also happened with the other Matrix card of this type. So it could be still be an incompatibility of sorts. Oh, Raz. Oh, Raz. What number were we on? Let's see, this was card number 24. And it is not booting yet. But good to see, did you finish Rayman, Fraz? Good stuff. So, a new Rayman tomorrow? So the last one we can possibly get to work on this system is this one, but I'm pretty sure it won't. It's an ASUS V, what is it? V9560? Nice, nice. Which is, it doesn't tell me what kind of chip it is, so let's see if we can find it out by running it. But I have not much faith in it running on this system. I don't think I've ever played that one. I've only played Origins and Legends, I think. Well, call me surprised. It's actually running. Card number 24? No, 25. So now you can actually see what I use to diagnose the system. We have two software suites for that. First one, you'll love the name, I think. The folder name is Dr. Hard. That's actually Dr. Hardware. But we have to run drhard.exe. Let's do a little test. See what it can tell us about the video card. We don't need to test with a joystick. It's a GeForce FX 5600. Good, good. I don't think it's a really special card, but so yeah, this is a tool we can use. But let's go and use the other one. I don't want to order the registered version now. Go away. We have the NSSI Navratil software system information. Which gives us some more information. It actually gives us the video card name, so it was the P9560. The amount of memory, 128 megabytes, and AGP 4X. I was surprised that this one actually ran on here, so yay, I guess. So that's it for the AGP cards. Well, actually not quite. There's more. Maybe we should just do those as well. I have my very special box, which with cards that I really want to keep and keep safe, so they're not just on a pile, but they are actually in anti-static boxes themselves. This one will, and this is also one of the cards, but I can't test it here because this one has the notch at the back. It's a physical incompatibility with the slot, so we'll be needing to test it in another system. It also is the only AGP card I have right here that requires external power. It needs a Modex connector. It's a Club 3D GeForce 6600 GT. It's also a lot heavier than all the other cards. We'll label it anyway. I don't think I've ever tested this one before, so we'll put it on the no pile for now. So let's see if I can find my very special box. Let's put all the working cards back in the box first. We have them separate from the so far not working ones. So yeah, this is my special box. The box of special stuff, which has a Riva TNT card, which we will be testing first. Let's see what happens. Singular beep, good stuff. This is card number 26. So yeah, as I said before, the Riva TNT cards were actually, damn it, stupid GBSC. NVIDIA's attempts to break into the 3D acceleration market. Before that, you really had to have a Voodoo card for proper 3D acceleration. But NVIDIA, with their Riva cards, especially the TNT2 and TNT2 Ultra, were breaking into the market and doing it very well. These were the predecessors to the GeForce cards, really. Yes, 16 megabytes. There's an AGP 2X card. And posts, so it gets added to the Go pile. Let's see what else is in the special box, in my special box. I know Fraz has a special box, but I also have a special box. Gotta learn from the best, right? Let's not forget to label it. Everyone needs a special box. Some need a soft box, I know. Some need a hard box. Some need a hairy box or a chest. Right. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, this one is not going to work here. I can guarantee that. Well, maybe this one will. I thought it was another card. This is an ATI, and it is an ATI Radeon 8500. So let's see what happens. And listen for the beeps. This is taking too long. Oh. Voila. There seems to be an issue here. But yeah, what it is system is running. I know that because my keyboard is responding. I can press numlock and it is actually changing values. But yeah, this card might have an issue. Just a slight one. Card number 27 is most likely broken. It's also getting pretty warm. That looks to be the case there, Strider. Yeah. So I'll put it back into its baggie. And try again sometime later. Now here's my very, very special card, but it's not an AGP one, so we'll not be using it right here. But this is my Voodoo 2, one of my most prized possessions. There's really nothing comparing to the boost that these Voodoo cards brought to 3D gaming. The step up from well, damn it, I lost my words. The step up from software rendering to hardware accelerated rendering is just mad. Here's another its younger brother. This is a Voodoo 3 card, so let's see if we can get that one to run. Voodoo 3 cards were the well, let's start with the Voodoo 2. Voodoo 2 cards were cards that were just 3D accelerators, so you also needed a separate card for the 2D display. Voodoo 3s had both 2D and 3D integrated, so they could run as a singular card. Let's see what happens. We have a picture and a beep. Yeah, those artifacting, artifacting, almost not just artifacting, just one big artifact. Indy would have liked it. I think you're right about the memory being talking about memory issues. What the hell happened here? Well, seems to have subsided. I forgot which number we were on. '28 we are. Say Voodoo 3, but I'm not sure which Voodoo 3 it is. Megabytes, AGP, 2x. Let's look it up real quick. I think it's a memory thing. There were several models. 2000 has 16 megabytes of RAM. The 3000, oh, they all have the same amount of RAM. The 2000, 3000 and 3500. So it's all based on the actual memory, core speed, memory speed, and I can't get that from here, I think. Oh, there we go. I should have just clicked once more. Let's say Voodoo 3000 cards, which is good because it's better than a Voodoo 2000 card. So yay. More good stuff. Hopefully that was just a one-off artifact issue. It is actually getting pretty warm. It doesn't have an active cooling, just a passive heatsink. Let's bag it up. Bag it in. Let me begin. What have we here? Ah, yes. This is what I've been talking about. This is the Riva 2-in-2 TNT2 Ultra card. Actually, a little active fan. See what happens. Card number 29. So the TNT2 was actually NVIDIA's way of fighting the Voodoo 3 dominance of the 3D market, and they did so pretty well. It's a diamond one, which is also this should be the Ultra, but it doesn't say it's the Ultra. At least the description on the card says it's the Ultra, because it's the 770U, which should be the Ultra. Yeah, happy that one works. So that's also one of the keystone cards, really in my collection. What is next? An empty bag? Need that. What have we here? Another diamond card. I think this is my Voodoo Banshee card. It's a monster no, it's a monster diamond monster fusion. I think it's a Banshee, but I'm not sure. Come on, focus. We'll see. Card number 30. We have a beep, we have a post, so Yay. And its stupid GBSC is being annoying again. It doesn't really like starting and getting shut down that often. So let's go and see what we have. It's a Voodoo Banshee, yeah, as I thought. I think that the Voodoo Banshee was actually earlier than the Voodoo 3, and it was their first attempt at combining 2D and 3D on one card. You can see this one is actually AGP 1X, so it is slower than the Voodoo 3, which was AGP 2X. Yes. Good, good, good. More working cards. Is a happy Torm. This one is also staying. It's not going anywhere. These 3D effects cards are really, the market for them is really insane at the moment. At least people are trying to get insane amounts of money for them. This one I'm sure is not going to work because it's keyed wrong. This is a Radeon 9800 Pro. As you can see, well, let me show you actually what's happening. As you can see, the slot is on the wrong side of the card, so it won't even physically fit. Let's label it anyway. I have several of these. One of them is in my Apple XP system. I think I have 3 in total. 2 of them can probably go. Need 3 identical cards, really. Let's see what else is in here. This would appear to be another 3DFX card, but I'm not 100% sure. It does not say anywhere. No, it does not. Really, it's from Mexico, apparently. Product of Mexico. And I can't really make out what it is. Yeah, right. This isn't even... I'm an idiot. I should have looked better. This is actually a PCI card, so it won't even fit. Let's move on. I could put it in the PCI slot. You know what? Let's put it in the PCI slot to see what happens. If it even boots from PCI, it should do just fine. Yeah, PCI is a bit more universal than AGP is. So yeah, we have a... I'm really interested to see what it actually is. But we weren't actually testing PCI cards. But we'll do so anyway. This one, just not labeling it for now. PCI cards is for another day. Let's see what we have. Details, video details. It's another Voodoo 3, but this one is the 2000 variant. In video cards, AGP is actually preferred to PCI, because AGP has a bit more bandwidth compared to PCI, which video cards really like bandwidth, and that only changed when PCI Express came into play, which was a lot later. So here we have another AGP card. It's another diamond card, as you can see right there, and at the bottom it says it is a V550. I'm not sure what a V550 is, but let's see if we can find out, shall we? That is a positive sound. You're a whole different kind of nerd, Raz. I said V550, I think, but maybe I mispronounced. Let's see what we have here. It is another Riva TNT. Good. Card number 32, actually. Already have a diamond Viper V550? I'm not sure. Thought I did, but that's an interesting amount of memory. Let's just put it at 8 megabytes. That's 2 working Riva TNTs. This one is a 8 megabyte one, the other one was 16 megs. And they work TNT2. Ultra or not, we'll have to see. What are you? An Elsa Victory Eraser LT8 SD. Well, I can see what kind of chip it is. It's a Riva 128ZX. It's also a pretty oldie. I think Elsa has a German brand. Was. We'll look into that in a bit. Card number 33. Elsa Technology. Yeah, it's German. Already sounded German. It went bankrupt in 2002. is a, well, yeah, that was to be expected. We've got 128. Megabytes of memory. You remember Elsa? The brand. Not the woman. Actually, you could possibly still find some Elsa products somewhere, because apparently, as I saw, there's still a Japanese company that uses that name nowadays. And this last one is another Radeon 9800 Pro with a funky capacitor soldered on. So yeah, we won't need to be testing on that. We'll label it anyway. That's card number 34. Yeah, we had this one come by before. This is one of the cards Nightdweller sent me. We've seen this one before. We also tested it before. We know it works. Worked, at least. I'm still a bit scared about that. Loose capacitor hanging on by a little thread. But you know what? I guess that is it for tonight. It's nearing my bedtime. Well, it actually is past my bedtime. So let's go find someone to raid. Send you all over there. Where's my raid button at? Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for the raid, Fraz. It was fun to see you guys all come in. All those familiar faces. There were several that didn't work. I think even in the end, on this system, let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 34 didn't work. So yeah, but I knew several of them wouldn't even fit because of the physical constraints of the AGP slot, and I think a lot of them, some of them will work in another system because AGP is just so finicky. We'll see about that in another stream on another test bed. So yeah, let's find someone to raid. Thanks for hanging out, Strider. Thanks, Raz, DeFace, Reservoir for the raid. Let's see who else we had here. Nightdweller was here, but he's already gone. Kingy was there, but I didn't even see Kingy. Sorry, Kingy. I should have mentioned all the raiders. Actually, yeah. You go get some food, mate. Thanks for the raid again. See you soon. So thanks all raiders. Let's send you on your way. There isn't really. I've tried to check it out before, see if there's anyone interesting in science and technology, but there's nobody doing the stuff I do really. There's just all these weird dashboards going on in science and technology. interesting for me. So let's just find someone I follow. Let's see what they are doing. Let's see. You know what? Let's go throw Nico Hart a little raid. Oh, he should. Everybody should learn from me, right? But Nico Hart is playing the witness, so let's go give him a little follow, a little raid. Nico is a great streamer, doing all kinds of weird and funky stuff with controllers and control devices. But right now, I think he's just playing with a normal way. So let's give him a little visit, shall we? Off we go, I guess. Waiting for the raid to punch in. And let's show him a little visit. Thanks again, and I will see you later. Ciao, ciao.